This clip will be later in the video. Stay tuned to see its relevance later in the video. Is it still in black and white? Is that what's our hard out? Is it just going to go to the clips like usual, or this is really weird.
This is really weird.
This is really weird.
And when she dances, oh brother, she's a hurricane in all kinds of weather.
800-588-2300
Jump in the line, rock your body and...
Jax?
All my friends are dead and they don't like me anymore. They've moved along, they've changed, and now they find me quite a bore. Way back then it was okay to be a little weird, but all my friends are dead.
How's it going, you denizens of the internet, you conceptual avatars of your own psyches, you.
This is really weird.
This is really weird.
Welcome to my show here on YouTube called 10minutedailyvideo.net, your plays for 10minutedailyvideo.net. Say, in the amazing digital circus, who's the top, Gangle or Zooble? Well, that little tidbit I'm going to save till the end of the episode. That's how you get retention, baby.
And you're getting 3 more seasons.
No, I'm using this as sort of a vehicle to talk about the last few things I want to talk about before the finale. I love the show. It's very good. I find it really rewatchable because I find the characters to be interesting and relatable for completely different reasons. I wonder why having a personality stuffed inside of a goofy-looking body resonates with me for some reason. Obviously, there's a lot of references to I have no mouth and I must scream.
Don't need to scream if you ain't got a mouth.
I don't want to overstate that it's obviously an I am reference. An I am reference is a God reference. His name's Cain.
Great job playing your part, Abel.
He deletes Abel.
Time to delete.
There's a lot of that's all going on. I don't want to like re-mention that, but it is me pointing out that I think that's cool. I was watching some earlier Gooseworx productions. Does anyone else find it interesting that Gooseworx has a habit of promising sunken treasure at the bottom of a lake?
Guess we won't be able to get it unless we use the Darley box card.
Hey there, if you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
That is the wrong lake. You must follow me over this hill for the lake you desire.
All right, guys.
I was like looking around at Gooseworx other projects, and I was watching this, and the treasure at the bottom of the lake struck my ear. These characters might have gotten the treasure. They don't really resolve it at the end of the episode.
You all ready to go?
So that might be why Pomni doesn't find the treasure?
Dude, no, they took everything. That was my entire life savings, dude. Oh my god.
But I do think it's funny, there's a theme there. I don't know what the theme is. Maybe it'll show up at the very end.
Push me, shove me, turn me around, but I'm no girl's toy.
Does Gooseworx have some themes? Yes. Obviously, they're into that movie, that Raggedy Andy movie.
Too many girls!
You might end up hurt later.
Hurt nothing. I've been hurt enough.
Packages landing on my head, tea party.
Dancing lessons.
What's wrong with her?
You're just crazy.
Hey, did you know there's a movie called Raggedy Anne and Andy? Raggedy Anne and Andy is a 1977 musical, animated by that guy.
Richard Williams was a Canadian animator who worked out of London for most of his career. He was most well known for the iconic opening titles to the Pink Panther series, the bottomlessly creepy Raggedy Ann and Andy movie, and directing the animation for Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It's fine. I think it drops off after the Greedy quite a bit.
I've gathered sweets.
The Greedy is so weirdly uncomfortable, like a relative that keeps touching you while they talk to you while also eating.
The taffy pit is my domain.
Hard to explain why the Greedy feels so unnaturally awful. But yeah, if you didn't know, if you haven't been on the, youtube.com, the Digital Circus owes a lot of its iconography to this 1970s movie. I never really appreciated Ragatha's mouth animation until I watched Raggedy Ann and Andy, and it's a direct homage to how the mouth animation works in that movie.
I don't see anything, Andy. Do you?
Oh, hey, it's Orbs Man.
This prankster knight is like the same color purple as Jax. That's interesting.
Welcome to Looney Land.
Did anyone notice that? Does that matter? I don't know. So this scene with the camel sort of reminds me.
I'm coming, but there's nothing there.
Kind of reminds me of this scene. I kind of wish there was a little bit of a chanting. I mean, here's a reference I like. This is more like Clerks, though. Now I have to go get a Clerks clip. Thank you for the future work.
Are you open? How much are these muffins?
Why does Jax trip and fall? I haven't figured this one out. It feels meaningful. I know that Kane says put on your non-slip shoes, and then Jax immediately slips.
Get your non-slip shoes ready, because we're going to Spudsies!
I don't know if that's foreshadowing. That might be foreshadowing I like. But yeah, there's something there. I don't know. Maybe it's just a gag for the sake of a gag. A lot of gags, I feel like, are gags for sakes of gags. Not every gag needs to, like, belay a hidden meaning. Okay, I really like that the promo and Pomni getting a bunch of knives stuck in her line up thematically. I only wish, and it's probably editing for the sake of the episode, it would have been nice if this actually lined up, but I did cheat and I put it together. I know a lot of YouTube channels put them together or whatever, but I'm a YouTube channel, so I put them together.
Welcome to the amazing Digital Circus! Are you ready to see something incredible? Well, too bad. You're gonna see it anyway. In today's show, we've got quite the performance. Whoops, wrong thingamagigama. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Pomni here is gonna perform something you've never seen before.
He's gotta get bored of all this sometime, right? He's not a human.
Well, I think
sure
we both had something to learn from that experience.
Oh, God. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I was watching this fully expecting the times to line up perfectly, and they actually don't. I had to cheat to make it work. So I think what you could do is, instead of having this awkward moment where Jack says things were better before Gangle and Zooble showed up.
You know, things were just fine here until you and Zooble came along. Nothing? Okay.
I think this scene, you could actually put it over top and it could work. The timing doesn't work exactly, but you have more room to wiggle with the timing with an awkward silence. So I think that scene, I guess this is criticism. I'm doing some actual criticism. That scene could have been going on while Pomni was getting knives thrown at her. And then when they cut back, the characters, you know what I mean? Then they could have it could have gone from there. I don't actually have too many notes for the show generally, but I feel like because Gooseworx knew, like, from the beginning that there was going to be a lot of response to this.
What the f*** am I looking at?
The consequences of our actions.
I think they had the foresight to know that that'd be a good reference to bring up later, and I wish the time that she disappeared and the time that the rest of the promo went out was exactly that exact length of time. And also them talking about Kane ignoring Jax, you know, that Jax like deliberately trying to be mean, I think works better. And I think it works better when Pomni's not in the room also. It gives it that sort of like mean backstabby thing that I think Jax. All right, I'm done. I'm so proud of myself for coming up with actual criticism after all these years.
This is really weird.
This is really weird.
Oh, here we are at the end, I guess. I guess Zooble's the top? I don't know. There are times where I could probably believe that Gangle might be the top, maybe during a manic episode.
We need to find the Tommy gun!
Or like maybe Gangle has the plastic mask or something, you know.
Oh, we can't have anything like that going on around here.
Sometimes Gangle takes control, but it feels more scoldy mother as opposed to top energy, but maybe that's top energy. Top energy is really nebulous and hard to define.
Salut, Zooble.
My baby! I love her! Salut, Zooble!
Oh, maybe French Gangle is the top?
Salut, Zooble.
Salut, Zooble! Baby! I love her so much! You don't understand! Salut, Zooble! It's so fucking precious! My baby! I love her! Marry me now!
Thanks for watching. If you've got money, I've got a Patreon and merch. Yeah, just like every episode of the Digital Circus, I have a big old merch. The whole point of this was merch. Merchy merch.